What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Am Torey Podcast. Man, oh man, this is episode 4. We moving along, y'all. We keeping it going. Man, did y'all see the game last night? Both of those games last night? Man, that was some games to remember for the playoffs, the play-in game. So now the playoffs are locked in. As y'all know, man, my thoughts on last night's game. I actually wanted the Hawks to win. I like Trae Young a lot. I thought the Cavs really was going to take it all away, but they were losing by 16 was the largest margin, and the Hawks was like, oh, we still in it. Capella went down, Collins went down, and that was tough for them. So Trae Young was like, hey, I got to step up, and at that fourth quarter, they was trading threes, and Trae Young just got hot and he just took over the game. So they're moving on to the playoffs, and I believe that they are going. The Hawks are going to play the Miami Heat, and that's going to be a series that I think the Heat are going to take that one. Put your comments down below how you think about the playoffs and the play-in game. Is it something necessary? Do you think it's the team that wins the game should go straight to the playoffs instead of 8 and 9 battling for the person that goes to the playoffs? So I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion about it. I think the Pelicans, man, listen, we were winning by 16. Yes, we let them come back. If you watched the game last night, we let them come back, and they took like a 13-point lead on us. However, we still were able to get it going, and we were able to come back and win the game by 4, 105 to 101. Brandon Ingram was like, he was ready. He was laser focused. His first ever playoff appearance in his career. He's always been on the losing end of everything. So he was happy to get on with, getting into the playoffs with the Pelicans. So I'm happy about that. And, he's our main guy. CJ really wasn't hitting like he was the game before. But again, BI was like, let me put you on my back, and I'm going to take you to the promised land. We're going to get to the playoffs. And now we're in the playoffs. We got to play the Phoenix Suns. Willie Green versus his old coach versus his mentor, things like that. And I think it's going to be a good series. So I'm hoping to go to one of the playoff games. One is going to be down here, Game 3 and Game 4. One of those games I'm definitely going to attend. Definitely got to show my guys some love. At least I'm hoping that we could come out that series. That's a big hope, but I'm hoping that we can get, make it a series. Even if we do we get 2 wins, and those 2 wins are down here. Just make it a series. So a lot of people thinking that we're gonna get swept, which I don't think so. But a lot of young guys stepped up last night. My boy Trey Murphy, a dog, man. He stepped up real big for us last night with them threes going in the fourth quarter. We lost the third quarter. They came out blazing. So I'm just hoping that we can get it in and we can make the best of it. So I want to keep playing it and keep going and continue to keep being the best that we can be through this entire playoff run. So if you're watching any games right now, I believe it's the Jazz and the Mavericks are on right now, and Luka will definitely miss the first 2 games of the series, which will definitely hurt them because the Jazz have Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, and they're gonna come out swinging. And I believe they are down right now. Yeah, the Mavericks are down right now, 73 to 65. And so I believe the remaining schedule today will be the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies will play next on ESPN. After that game at 5, it will be the Raptors and the 76ers. And then it'll be the Nuggets and the Warriors at 7:30. I think who I like in this series, I really like Dallas in this series. But if you're missing Luka, these 2 games in the series is going to be real tough for Dallas to bounce back. With the players that they have, they don't really have like another star on their team that can really come out and ball like Luka can. The Timberwolves and the Grizzlies, I like the Grizzlies a lot. Like I said, I'm big on Ja. I think Ja's a great player, and I wish the Pelicans would have got Ja. No offense to Zion or anything like that. He's a great player. Like I said last night in my podcast, my thoughts, he could have been MVP. With the way he played this year and the way he put his team on the map. And remember, we know the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies didn't really have any good success in recent years. The last player I kind of remember from the Grizzlies was Zach Randolph, and he was a beast. So Big Zoe and Josh is amazing. And those young guys, they're playing, they're balling. And Ja was like, look, we're not gonna back down from no smoke. With Patrick Beverly, Patrick Beverly was a part of that team at the beginning of the year. And he said, we're not going to back down from no action. We're not going to back down from no smoke. We ain't going to let nobody get under our skin. There ain't nobody soft around here. And that's exactly what he said. And I believe that. Ja's a great player. And that team is doing good. And I believe that in the future with the Pelicans, I think that they can go to that highest level as well. They can be as good as the Suns. With more pieces, I think you add another veteran guard in the offseason, get Zion healthy. You're going to still have Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas. You still got the guys coming off the bench. Jackson Hayes is incredible. I think he need a little bit more weight on him. Not too much, but I wish he could bulk up like Giannis. Because Giannis, remember, he was scrawny when he came in the league. It was a guy with a long last name, and then one summer he came back swole. Like he been really on the yard hitting them weights. So if he can get Giannis size, and he can bulk up, get stronger in that paint, get more dominant, Jackson Hayes going to have a long future here in New Orleans. And I truly believe that. So, like I said, I got the Grizzlies coming out that against the Timberwolves. I really like Cat too, and also D'Lo. Those are two good, really good players, and also Anthony Edwards. Now if you guys listening, y'all play 2K. I got my career. I got my guy built like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a beast, man. So those guys are balling this year. So and they also had to have a playing game as well, and they got it. And they beat the Clippers. They won the championship. I don't know if y'all remember that, but anyway, Raptors and 76ers. I got the 76ers coming out of this one. Embiid, again, my opinion, he might be the MVP this year because I think he's doing great. And I think he worked hard enough. Last year, I think he could have been MVP as well, but that was for Joker. Not taking light away from Joker. So I think this year, Embiid definitely is going to be MVP. He got the scoring title. When you ain't got no help on your team, you got to put up the buckets. You got James Harden. James Harden been flat the last couple of games, so James Harden requested that trade. Away from Brooklyn, and I think Brooklyn is going to have a good series against Boston. And I got the Warriors coming out of this one. Steph should be available to play tonight, I think. And, against Joker, again, Joker doesn't really have help. Well, he has Gordon, but I don't know if Gordon can hold that task. If they could get Murray back, I mean, it'll be a good series if they could get Murray back, because Murray hasn't played in the last year. Almost 2 years. So, he had that ACL injury. So if Jamal Murray could come back and help them out in this series, it's gonna be a good run. But if he can't, then it's gonna be real tough for the Nuggets. And I believe tomorrow the Pelicans, they're playing at 8. So they're playing the Suns at 8. I want my Pelicans to come out this series. It's tough to say, but I'm a believer, and I believe in my team. So like I said, I want them to at least give them a series. If they can't come out this one, at least give them a series to show like, hey, look, we're here. We're going to put a stamp on the league next year. So a lot of young guys. Get Zion back, get that veteran guard. You got CJ. Just add another piece, and I think we're going to be fine. The Heat and the Hawks will be the first game tomorrow. That'll be at 12. And I got the Heat coming out of this one. I like Jimmy Butler. I wish we would have got Kyle Lowry, because at the beginning of the year, they were saying that we had interest in Kyle Lowry, and this could have been a landing spot for him. Now we would have got Kyle Lowry and CJ McCollum, in this trade that we got him for. We would be better off, We'll be up there, but we didn't get Kyle Lowry, so it's all good. I wish we would have kept Drew, but we didn't. Drew's with the Bucks, so it's all good. We got to move on from things. can't be wishing what we could have had, but we don't have it. So, but I got the Heat coming out of this one. I like Trey a lot. But if you don't have Capella, you don't have Collins, it's gonna be a tough one for Trey. So the Nets and the Celtics. This is a tough one because I like Jason Tatum a lot, and he's been balling too. He's been having a great year, dropping 50 in some games, having a wonderful year he's having, and so I think he's due for a contract as well. When Kyrie's on the court with the Nets and KD, he's just different. Kyrie's just a different guy. He's focused. I know he's doing some type of dieting where he's not eating. He's only like drinking, water, fluids or whatever in his body. And the other night in the play-in game, he was cutting up. He was going nuts. He was like 12 or 12 at halftime. He didn't miss a shot. So if Kyrie and KD could come out playing like they played in that play-in game this past week, I think they're gonna be nasty. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be real nasty, y'all. So it's gonna be a tough series. Number one, they got two good players on one team. You got Jason Tatum on another. The other guys got to step up. Marcus Smart got to step up. Jaylen Brown got to step up. Those guys got to come up and be like, yo, we not scared of y'all. We got to come and win. But I like the Nets to come out this series because I want the Nets to play the 76ers. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if the Nets could get Ben Simmons back, before the end of this series, the Nets gonna be a problem. The Nets gonna be a serious problem. If Ben Simmons could come back, Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and KD, and they got a nice bench with Seth Curry and Drummond and Brown coming off the bench. Come on, man. If Ben Simmons could come back in this series, if he can be prepared for Game 3, they're gonna be nasty going through the rest of the playoffs. They're gonna be real hard to stop. Real hard to stop. So the Bulls and the Bucks will be the 5:30 game. I got the Bucks coming out of this one. I like Giannis, of course. Drew Holiday, that's my guy. They won the championship last year. And, they're still hungry. They still got a good team. They still finished third in the East. They got a real good team. The Bulls really shocked everybody. They got Lonzo Ball from the Pelicans. I thought he was a good fit for us, but I guess he wanted the money, and the Pelicans wasn't willing to give it to him. They have DeMar DeRozan, who's going nuts. I didn't think he was going to go to Chicago. I honestly thought he was going to go to Los Angeles and play with the Lakers. However, we know that situation didn't work, so he's in Chicago. They got Caruso from the Lakers over there. Those guys are balling. They're having a great year. They finished 6th, and so nobody expected them to be as good as they were at one point. They were like number 1 in the East. So nobody thought they were going to be that good. They had like the best record in the league at one point. So, but I still got the Bucks coming out of that one. I think Giannis, he's still hungry. He wants another. Once you get one, like they say, you want to keep going back for more. It's like a buffet. You can't just settle for that one plate. You got to keep going back. You know what I'm saying? Get your money's worth. So, and again, our game, it's the late game. And, hear my opinion on that. So, and the Suns have been great the past 2 years. They got to the NBA Finals last year to lose to the Bucks. And I actually wanted the Suns to win because I wanted to see Chris Paul get him a ring, and I thought he was going to retire. But, put down in the comments below who you want to see come out this round, the first round of the playoffs, and who you got, going forward. So we're going to talk about that as the playoffs get deeper and deeper. So I'm going to definitely get y'all some more podcasts out. And, I believe I'm working on something else. So definitely want y'all to be a part of that. And you guys, again, it's Easter weekend. Hopefully y'all do something fun with y'all families and be safe out there. Definitely don't do nothing strange. Don't do nothing that'll get you in trouble. So Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday, enjoy y'all Sunday. Y'all have fun on Easter. You know, do some fun Easter egg hunts. You know, everybody know the golden egg got money in there. So find you a golden egg quick. They hide in a place you'll never find. You know, I remember Easter used to be real fun with the golden eggs, but as an adult, you know, you wanna have fun too, you know. So if you got kids and you're listening, hopefully you guys have fun and be safe. Thank y'all for tuning in to the I Am Torey Podcast, man. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.